The clouds came together to form one very large cloud, and when that occurred, it was basically game over for Eva and the other pilots with her. It was like a giant hoover sucking them up to great heights, and they couldn't do anything about it at that point.
Suddenly I hit very strong lift and it sucked me into the cloud. You can feel all the area of the glider pulling you up, and I felt pressed in my harness and just going up very fast.
구름에 빨려 들어가는 이 현상은 거대한 정난운 밑의 상승 기류로 인한 강한 양력 때문인데, 구름층이 높을수록 양력이 강하다. 무시무시한 폭풍우 구름의 중심에서 끊임없이 회전하는 이 상승 기류는 우박과 비, 강풍을 비롯해 뇌운 사이에서 번개를 발생시킨다.
My heart was beating because I knew that we are now in a big shit and we have to go down as fast as we can.
선수들은 나선형으로 내려가는 비상 강하 비행을 해야 한다.
A full spiral dive, the glider points at the ground, pulling a lot of G-force. Your face starts to feel like it's going back, your arms become very heavy, and all the time your instruments are beeping at you like crazy, the GPS is going and your compass is going around in circles. And that, in effect, is a very hard position to hold as well, but they know if they release it, that they'll get sucked up even quicker.
I just couldn't manage, just physically. The power in the spiral is so strong that I almost black out.
That spiral dive can lead to descent rates in still air of around 20 metres a second, but the updraft itself would have been doing upwards of 30 or 40 metres per second when she got inside the cloud. So effectively she had no way to escape it whatsoever. She was stuck.
I saw Eva on the left side of my field of vision. She made this spiral for 1 or 2 minutes, but then the thermal was so strong that it was like a hand picked her up and took her out.
얼마 후 중국인 선수 허중핀 역시 폭풍우 속으로 빨려들었다. 게럴드는 상승 기류에서 벗어나기 위해 계속 나선 강하를 했다.
Gerald didn't realise at the time, but when he popped out the side of the storm, he was very lucky. He was just on the edge of the big storm that sucked up Eva.
I got in a smaller thermal, then I had the chance. It was just a chance to go down. I was outside of the cloud. I saw the farm, I saw my landing field, and I was sure that I can make it.
낡은 농장 건물 근처에 착륙한 게럴드는 격렬한 뇌우를 피해야 했다.
I ran to the other pilots to the shelter. The lightnings were so strong and the wind is blowing, and we realized that maybe we can have a problem with the lightnings. It was for me the biggest and the strongest thunderstorm that I ever saw. I was sure that Eva and the Chinese pilots will have a big problem. Maybe they will not be alive.
게럴드는 오스트리아 팀 리더에게 연락해 자신의 위치를 알렸다.
I started to think about that we have to wait after the thunderstorm is finished, and then we have to look around for these two pilots. I started to realize what happened.
폭풍우 구름에서 겨우 탈출한 게럴드는 에바와 종핀에게 닥친 위험을 실감했다.
I was very scared to be inside this thunderstorm. It's like you are in the middle of the ocean and suddenly you have 100 sharks around you. You cannot do anything.
The only thing she could do was to keep the glider flying. That was critical. You don't know where you are in relation to the wing half the time because it's almost pitch black. So she's just trying to guess what's happening, feel the pressure in the brakes to understand if the glider's pitching forwards or backwards, with the hope in the background that maybe, just maybe, the storm might spit her out one side before it takes her up into the icy heights.
종핀은 놀라운 힘을 발휘해 폭풍우 구름의 가장자리까지 나아갔다.
All of a sudden, as he was a little bit further away from either and more to the edge of the storm cloud released him and he started to come down. And at that point, lightning struck.
I could hear lightning behind me. So I was really praying, if there are some angels or God, please help me. And I didn't stop. I was really hoping and believing that it's gonna be all right.
독일 구조팀의 리더인 스테판 마스트는 에바에게 닥친 위험을 모르고 있었다.
At that time, I didn't know where she is. I knew that she was far ahead of my position, and I only knew that I'm under heavy rain and I couldn't see her.
에바는 필사적으로 접촉을 시도했다.
After there was no response anymore, for me it was clear that this situation has a big potential, that this pilot will be the first I cannot bring back alive.
대기권의 최하층인 대륙권에는 인간이 생존할 수 있을 만큼의 산소가 존재한다. 하지만 데스존이라 불리는 7,000m 이상의 고도에서는 산소가 몸에 보충되는 것보다 소비되는 속도가 빠르다.
No one has ever been above 7,000 metres and survived before. In fact, previously pilots were even dying at 6,000 metres and 5,000 metres due to turbulence and hailstones and lack of oxygen and hypothermia.
My eyes are getting black and all my energy, all my power just left me.
더 이상 폭풍우를 견디지 못한 에바는 데스존으로 휩쓸려 올라가고 있었다. 게랄드는 오스트리아 팀을 기다리는 동안 에바의 팀 리더인 스테판에게 연락했다.
I tell the German team that Eva is in a big problem